We love food colored green, bell peppers and long string beans, pickles, celery, cucumbers too. All these foods are good for you.
Welcome to Storytime Cooks, where we learn about food through books. It's the beginning of a new year, and often it's a good time to think about making some positive lifestyle changes, taking better care of ourselves. And moving more is one of those things that's on my list and might be on some of your lists too. Today we're going to be reading Captain of the Fitness Club. And this is a fun book that is written by Gina Bellisario, illustrated by Renee Carilla. And this is called Captain of the Fitness Club, Exercise for Health. Let's see what they're going to do to improve their health. Beach Ball Relay, Chapter 1. I'm Natalie. Our class is preparing for field day, and I'm captain of the beach ball relay. And here she is, and there's children running all over. Sometimes it's hard to get outside when it's cold, but there are things we can do inside too. But my team gets tired really fast. How will we be ready for the race? If we get tired too quick, we might not win very many races. Mr. Starr says we need to exercise. Exercise keeps our bodies healthy. And he's showing them, it says, you've got muscles. And sometimes we can put our fist up in the air and raise our arms up, and we can make muscles. It also makes our muscles strong. We use our muscles to move. And this child is standing on their head. Now, the only way I could ever do this was up against a wall, but that might be something you could try to see if you could stand on your head. And they're stretching and moving, they're touching their toes, they're doing windmills, they're doing all kinds of movement. Without exercise, muscles get weak, and weak muscles tire out fast. Come on, team, let's move. So we're going to figure out now about different types of exercise. This is Chapter 2, Can't Catch Me. We learned there are 3 kinds of exercise, and they help our bodies in different ways. Aerobic exercises work out our lungs and our heart, and aerobic means with air. Let's jump rope. Audrey twirls a hula hoop, and Patrick and I play tag. There's a lot of things you can do with a jump rope. You can jump it, but you could also stretch it out on the floor, and you could jump over the top of it. You could walk along it and pretend it's a tightrope. You can just use your imagination. You could even make it into shapes and jump in and out of those. Can't catch me. And they're playing tag and running and jumping, doing all kinds of movement. Anaerobic exercise makes our muscles strong, and that means without air. We climb and dig, and we do sit-ups and push-ups. So that's something that you can do in the house. You could do sit-ups and push-ups. You could do jumping jacks. You could do all kinds of different movement activities right in your living room or your bedroom or your basement or wherever else you might want to get some exercise in. Tug of war makes our muscles grow. Heave-ho! So when I was little, we used to play tug of war with our jump rope sometimes. Usually boys against the girls. So you have to figure out who might want to play tug of war with you if that's something you would want to do. Then we do stretching exercises. They loosen tight muscles. We touch our toes and then we bend sideways, and you always want to make sure you move both directions. So if you're going to move to the right, you're also going to move to the left. Thinking about ways that you can keep on stretching, and if you can't touch your toes the first time, that's okay. Just keep trying. The more you do it, the easier it gets. We twist and we turn and we reach up really high. And we're moving all kinds of muscles and stretching them. And that helps us to be strong and feel better too. Chapter 3, it's field day. It's time for the beach ball relay. Patrick runs Lewis passes the ball to Audrey. I race for the finish line and we win. Yay! They're all excited. All that hard work paid off. Field day is all done, but we can exercise every day. We can do chores at home, we can play in the park, or we can go swimming. And that might be something that you could do even in the wintertime. On a nice day, you could go to the park. Probably always have chores that we can do, and maybe you could go to an indoor pool and swim. That would be a lot of fun. Our class has started a fitness club, and I'm Captain Fit. You can exercise too. Stay active and stay healthy. So I would encourage you to do all kinds of fitness activities. And it can be something as easy as a frisbee. That would be something that you could do outside. But if you didn't want to go outside and you have multiples of those, you could lay those down on the floor and you could move from one to the next one. You could almost do an obstacle course. Think about utilizing things that you have at your home to get in more movement every day. And when we move more, we also need to drink more. So I've made us some yummy strawberry water. And sometimes in the wintertime, when we're not hot, we forget that we're thirsty. And if we have to actually get thirsty, that means we're already starting to dehydrate. So we need to make sure we stay hydrated by drinking lots of water. Adding some fruit to our water makes it taste even more yummy. So we've added those red strawberries. Strawberries grow in a field and they grow in the dirt. So you want to make sure that you wash them. One secret that you can do when you're making water with fruit in it is to use frozen fruit. So you could buy a bag of frozen strawberries and then that almost acts like an ice cube. What would be a yellow fruit that we could put in water? This is one that we see fairly often. Has anyone tried a lemon? That would be a good thing to put in our water. And this one gives you a hint. It's the color, but it's also the fruit. So we could put oranges sliced up in our water, and that would be yummy. And this last one kind of goes along with those lemons. I think of these two things together, and that would be limes. So you could put limes in your water. Or instead of putting fruit in your water, you could actually put a vegetable, cucumber, in water, and cucumbers are green too. Taste really, really good. So not only do we need to make sure we get lots of fruits and vegetables and water, we can think about some of the different colors that we need to eat as well. So I hope you'll be physically fit and also make sure you take time to get that fluid that you need to keep your body healthy so that you can be part of the fitness club. Come back and join us again next week for another segment of Storytime Cooks, where we learn about food through books.
We love food colored green, bell peppers and long string beans, pickles, celery, cucumbers too. All these foods are